comics in your mail every month. I have finally gotten a subscription box from Comic Bento, and I've wanted to do the subscription box thing for a long time, specifically this one, and just now finally getting around to it. Comic Bento has graciously sent me this box, and we're going to pop it open here in a second and take a look at it. I always thought that a comic subscription box would be really cool because there are, of course, so many things that come out from all kinds of different companies, especially independents, that you'd never even know about, and this is a really cool way to read things that you never would have found, never would have thought to check into, and that seems to be exactly what this is about. I have heard that from a lot of people, and I've heard really good things about this box. This is not single issues, I don't think, ever. I've mostly seen, with the few unboxings I've watched, graphic novels. I guess it could have been called a graphic novel bento, but I guess Comic Bento kind of rolls off the tongue a little bit better. And it is a $20 subscription box if you get it month to month, but you can get it as low as $17.50 if you commit for 6 months, and then there's one even between that for a 3-month subscription. And I think, depending on what this looks like, I'm probably going to get into this and start getting these regularly. And I've been wanting to do this for a long time, so I'm really excited to finally have a box here. And so anyway, if you like what you see here, and you want to get into this, click the link in the description, and that will take you to Comic Bento, and you can sign up with them and do what I am probably going to do. But let's pop this puppy open and see what it looks like. So here's the box, Comic Bento. Don't look at my address. It is Comic Bento, and that's the box. I don't know what the theme is for this month. This is, I'm sure I think this is the April box. Surely, I mean, it is April. I just, like, there's a cutoff for, when you have to subscribe to get a particular month's box, and I'm pretty sure we're still in the cutoff for April. So, anyway, let's pop this open and find out what the theme is and what we got. Air cushioning. Okay, so here is our packaging. And already seeing things I do not recognize. This is exciting because when you buy as many comics as I do, you get a little bit trepidatious of doing like a blind box thing like this, because I mean, like, $20 is not a ton, obviously, because this is like $60 worth of books, and that's what's so cool about this. It's worth it, but you'd hate to get a whole bunch of duplicates of things that you have already. Okay, so this tells you everything that you're getting, and I'm showing this to you, but not looking at it yet myself because I don't want to be spoiled. I'm trying to see what the theme is. I don't see a. Let's see. Okay, it's a nature theme. So this month's theme is elementals, and it explores, I'm just reading this card, what happens when characters come from the elements, when they wield them, and in some cases, when they return to them. This is a fun card. It starts out saying Earth, Wind, Water, Heart, Fire. Definitely fire. No need for anyone to yell heart here. Yeah, it's hilarious. Good old Captain Planet. I've always thought that I did this as I brought this up as a joke once on Duke's channel, but I've always thought that IDW should do a pseudo-serious Captain Planet comic. I think that'd be the best house for it. Anyway, I digress. Let's go ahead and get into this. So the first thing we got is a book called Surface Tension by Jay Gunn, and this is put out by Titan Comics. I've not read a lot from them. The blurb on the back says, months ago, 99% of humanity walked into the sea and dissolved. That's unfortunate, so post-apocalyptic. When two people are washed up on the beach of the tiny island of Brief, their biology completely rewritten, the survivors of Brief are thrown into chaos. Are they our last hope or our executioners? And art looks neat. Not immediately my cup of tea. These kinds of post-apocalyptic, maybe even fantasy things, but sometimes they really grab me, so we'll see. I really like reading things and reviewing them outside my wheelhouse, and of course, a big reason I wanted to get these is to have some new things to do comic vaults on, because as anybody that watches me knows, I'm very much a mainstream guy, and I don't look into a lot of this kind of stuff, so obviously, always I try to have an open mind, and we'll take a look at this and see how it is. Next thing is, Book of Death. Book of Death from Valiant. Read a little bit of Valiant stuff here and there, but again, not a ton. This is quoted from Vox as one of the best comic books of 2015, and let's see, what does this look like? It's a superhero thing with a lot of like occult and supernatural looking stuff. And I have heard of this, but I don't know anything about it. And also really cool that so much of this is newer stuff. But yeah, crazy that as much as I keep up with comics, I haven't heard of some of this stuff. Like I said, this I've heard of, but I don't know anything about it. And then we have from Aspen Comics, the 4 points. The 4 points. The Horsemen of the Apocalypse, the end of our world, who will oppose them. I feel like so far this could almost have been called the, like, post-apocalyptic box or the end of the world box. Like, we should be, well, if it weren't for, you know, getting a copyright flag, we could be playing REM's The End of the World as we know it right now. That's post-apocalyptic, that's occult and scary and end of the world stuff. This is end of the world stuff. And this is from, let's see, featuring Aspen Matthews from Michael Turner's Fathom. Okay, I know what that is. But yeah, I've also not heard of this. Art looks pretty cool. Okay, neat. And finally, Fantastic Four Season 1. Wow, dodged a bullet on that one. This is one of the Season 1s that I don't have. I have reviewed the X-Men Season 1 book and liked it quite a bit, but this is one, you know what, now that I'm thinking about it, I might actually be thinking about the Spider-Man one. As having not gotten the best of reviews. This one, I don't, come to think of it, I don't think I've heard anything about this one at all. So, that'll be really interesting to look at. Okay, cool, so one mainstream thing, and something that I would have been interested in checking out, so that's awesome. And then 3 things that, like I said, are outside of my wheelhouse, but I'm always open-minded and willing to take a look, and all from different independent companies. There's not anything DC in here, or even more mainstream. There's not even an Image book in here, so we're not even into very mainstream independent. This is really cool, and as I said, you know, I think dropping $20 on a gamble to see what interesting things that you've never heard of you can sink your teeth into is a really cool idea, and I am very enthusiastic about this. So anyway, if this looks like fun to you and something that you would be worth, like I said, gambling your $20 or your $17.50 with on a monthly basis and seeing what you get, feel free to click the link in the description and go subscribe to Comic Bento. And in the meantime, I'm Captain Logan, and as I said, I am probably going to start regularly subscribing to this myself and do one of these for you monthly. So thanks again for watching. I'm Captain Logan, and I'll see you again very shortly with more videos here on Geekvolution.